one, know your audience. So what do you need to do to know your audience? First thing, you need to know your offer. It's important to know what your offer is, because when you're in conversation with your audience, or like when you're trying to present something to your audience, if you don't have your offer in mind and you then don't produce the content which is relating to your offer,
Right.
it's not going to resonate. So you need to have a really good offer, but you need to know what your offer is first. Most of the people, they just say, let's get on to a one-on-one meeting and then we'll think about, okay, to know what the problems are for your audiences, but you need to create these value ladders and the buckets on what your offer is, so that when someone says, this is what I want, you're able to quickly offer it to them so that they can make a decision which is informed. Number two, know who would benefit from your offer. A lot of people, they just say, I'm a generalist. They say, like, I will help um, small businesses with coaching services, or they'll say that I can help everyone with their marketing needs. And that does not work. You need to have a specific niche, and you need to be really good with knowing what would benefit that audience. So it's important to know what is the pain point, right? So what is the problem that your offer solves? And then you take that pain point problem and then you create a solution from it. This is also an important point, which is what makes your business unique. A lot of people are doing the same thing, right? So there are enough leadership coaches, there are enough like members who can help decorate the houses. Um, there are enough like social media coaches and social media marketers. What makes you unique is what will allow you to differentiate, because there will be people who will say that, hey, someone else is offering me for a lower price. I'll go to them because I don't see anything that is unique for you. And like right now, it is a very competitive market. It is very hard. I know a year ago I said that like recession is coming, and like right now this is a recession. People are losing jobs. People are not sure what's going to happen next. The economy is going down. I know so many events canceling. This is where it's very important to make yourself unique and mark yourself like as what are you really good at and why should someone hire you. You need to build a buyer persona. So this is where you need to know exactly that you will serve Mary, who is a single mother and who has trouble with her finances and needs to improve her credit score, and you can be her credit score improvement coach or a consultant. So there are it's very important to know what your buyer like really likes, what magazines they read, what websites they go to, what Facebook groups are they part of, and that will allow you to dig deeper into your offer, and it will help you create the right problem that you can like right solution that you can solve. What I've learned is that when you're starting, and like this was a challenge for me like for a really long time, I wanted to know like who I was serving and who could I help, because I knew I was good at technology. I knew I could do marketing. I knew I could help with negotiations. I could help with security. Also, there were so many things. And then as I started to offer my services for free to others, then I realized that more people are liking this particular piece, and this is what their background is. And then I could understand that these members are the ones who are asking me most of the questions. So like I clearly know there was a time when an accountant, he told me that I am an accountant. I can do accounting, I can do my finances, and I can help my customers, but I have no time for social media marketing. I have no time to build my audience. I have no time to build my brand. Can you do that for me? And that got me realizing that everyone is good at something that they know of, but then you need a specialist who just does what they are good at and then allows and like encourages that person to say, take my service, I will help you with this. And every aspect, right? Like your buyer persona could be like X, like with X demographics at one point, but as you grow and scale your services, your buyer persona may change then, because you now are offering high ticket value services, and now those same members may not be the ones that you are trying to serve. Then to know your your audience, you should use social media and analytics tools to gain more insights, like Google Analytics, Facebook page insights, etc. Because Facebook, right? So it tells you like who's visiting your page, what kind of engagement they have, like what posts are working, what posts are not working. You take those pieces, then you dig deeper into like who's liked your pages, who's liked your messages, and then you find out what are they liking, what magazines they're reading, etc., and then start creating your audience profiles. If you have a Facebook page will still give you clarity on like how many posts were liked, how many, what is the audience type. But if you want like real tracking data, that tracking will happen through your audience, which is the like lookalike audience, or like you create your
Yeah.
audience personalized through the Facebook pixels, and that gets into like the next level of how do you track your audiences, right? So
Yeah.
uh, again, like there is consent needed, and there is like a lot of things needed when you're tracking your audiences. So but that is very true, like that will give you more defined approach. What I have seen really work is most of the people when they start, they're starting small, they don't know who like they can really serve. So I would say that if let's say you're helping with leadership coaches in Facebook, there is this area called Facebook Audience Insights. You go
Yeah.
out there, say that find me audiences like who are being served by John Maxwell, who are being served by Ryan Levesque or Tony Robbins, whoever is in the leadership area. You create that audience based on like who people could be following. So that could be one way of you identifying those. And when you do that, it'll tell you that your this majority of them are women between age this and this, and the men is between age this and this. They are reading the O magazine, like the Opera magazine. They are reading Entrepreneur magazine, Success magazine. So it'll give you all of that through the Facebook Insights. So that's how you would do it. Because if you don't have the pixel and if you don't have traffic, then it doesn't matter because no one's coming to your website or to your landing pages. So you cannot then track them. So it's best to start by tracking what on like audiences that others are already like following. All right, so here's just an example like of knowing your audience, knowing your what your offer is. Like, so for example, for me, I help leadership coaches and health coaches. So like I help coaches generate more leads, become the authority, and help showcase their expertise to their target audience using digital marketing and personal branding strategies. So by knowing who your audience is and then knowing what your offer is, you're able to create like your summary of what you're able to be good at.